So a few days ago, I was making my way to the gym and I realized that I forgot my AirPods at home. I was super disappointed, like I really wanted to go home, but I told myself, no, you're going to stick through it. So I kept going, right? And once I made myself there, I overheard someone like on a bench next to me talk about how they would rather be a positive person, positive thinking, and not have much in life or not have, you know, the greatest upbringing, then be a negative person, by heart, have negative thoughts automatically, but have everything they ever wanted. And I resonated with that because I have noticed the power of positive thinking even in, bad situations, right? I mean, I've had a good upbringing, I've had a good childhood, but there have been some times where I was super angry or, sad about something, but made myself go through it and come out as a better person, I think. But this video will talk about the power of positive automatic thoughts. And if you don't know what those are, basically, there's two types of thinking that I've read about or researched. There's manual thinking, which is the thoughts you manually say to yourself. So if you say to yourself right now, um, you know, I'm a hard worker, right? That was a manual thought. But if you don't try to think about something and it just automatically comes, obviously that's an automatic thought. So if you repeat to yourself daily, basically, without even trying to, that you're a bad person, you're never going to do anything in life, then that's kind of what becomes reality. There's a quote, I forget who it's by, but it basically says that whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. If you want, you can leave the person that said that in the comments below, or not. I don't know. But yeah, I agree with that. The more you think positively, I think the better quality life you live, even if you don't have as many material possessions or, other stuff, right? So I think, gotten pretty good at having automatic positive thinking. And the way I was able to do it is just by thinking more positive manual thoughts. Because I think the more I thought positively manually, the more it transferred into my automatic thoughts. And obviously, the goal is to have like 100% automatic thoughts, but I don't know if that's possible or realistic. So, just getting as high of a number as you can is a good goal, right? Because I think the more positive thoughts you have, even in bad situations or, that, I think the happier you are in general, right? Because there's people that are happier and they don't have as much than people who have everything they've ever wanted, but they're always dissatisfied with what they have, right? Um, there's a difference between having what you want and being who you want. So basically, how I began improving this, training it, I don't really know how to say that, is by practicing my manual thinking, right? When I was, when I failed at something, I don't really know what in specific, but every time I failed something, whether it was a handstand or something not even related to working out, I would think to myself, there's really two ways you can go about it. That you could be proud of your attempt, right? At least you tried, at least you attempted it. Pretty soon you'll have it down. And there's the you failed, you're so trash, never try again direction you can go in, which is the negative one, right? And I think I quit calisthenics so many times in my first year because I had this negative way of thinking. I was a beginner, right? So I always failed, or most of the time failed. And I thought of that as a bad thing. I thought of that as something that means I'm not meant for this, right? But all it really took was more time, and then I was getting pretty good at it. So, yeah, anytime you do something and you don't get what you expected in a good way, or a bad way, sorry, or you just feel down, I don't know, try to remember to think more positive thoughts. And in the beginning, I heard this advice and I started thinking positive thoughts manually, but I didn't really see a difference, right? It was only after maybe 2 or 3 months where I started noticing that I would automatically think higher of myself. And it was because of all those manual thoughts I said, right? So the manual thoughts actually ended up transferring into automatic ones because I guess my brain couldn't tell the difference. I don't really know. But basically, the more I did it, the better I got at it. A side effect of this, actually, is I started trying things more, right? I adopted a now, not how policy, kind of, or I got better at it at least. I'm not great at it yet, but I'm getting better. Where I try things, even if I suck, and I don't have the excuse of, oh, I'm not good enough, or it's not good enough. I won't try it yet, or I won't do something yet, right? I have a now, not how, which is a quote by Noah Kagan in his book, The $1 Million Weekend, I think. And I really like that quote. And I don't think I would have tried calisthenics or tried, um, you know, other things I do, drawing, reading. Yeah. Um, if I didn't have a more positive mindset, because it can be scary. I just released merch, and the building of the website took a month, even though it was only a few hours of work, because I wasn't confident to post it. And then I read that book, and I was like, you know what? It may not be as good as I want it to, but it will never be as good as I want it to, so I might as well just start. So I posted it, and it's in the link in the description if you want. It's just workoutproject.com if you want to check it out. I have some cool stuff. But yeah, uh, positive automatic thinking really, I think, made a big difference in my life. It allowed me to notice how negative a lot of people were around me, especially in school. Like, people have the mindset where they can't do something because they're not perfect at it yet. And I've seen this for handstands. I've seen this for math class. Some people dropped out because they got bad scores. But I've gotten, I think, a bit better at that. And I'm glad I'm not the person I once was. Oh my God. The dog's going crazy. But overall, manual thinking has had a big difference in my life. And so I encourage you, the next time you fail, try changing how you see it, you know? And it could make a big difference in your life. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.